Hello everybody and welcome to the Blues Knot channel. Today I am finally back with a match preview, also known as a Quakes preview, and this is sort of a new kind of series that I am starting on my channel. It's not really a brand new series that I started because I did this mostly on my Periscope stream last year. But now I'm going to be moving this to YouTube, and I kind of already talked about this last season. But yeah, we are finally here. This, of course, is the first episode of it, and this, of course, is finally the first week of the MLS season. And I'll tell you what, I am so excited that MLS is finally back. No more preseason friendly, no more talks about the offseason, no more kind of gossip about who exactly we're going to bring in and who exactly is going to go out, because from now till probably around July, this is where the whole season is going to be focused on just how the team play. And then maybe in July, that's when the transfer kind of rumor comes and you got the summer transfer window and then stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I am just so pumped for this. And obviously today I am going to be doing the preview between the San Jose Earthquakes take on the Minnesota United. Now, you probably have already heard me talk about this game a lot of time, and some of the things that I will say is going to be a little bit repetitive because I've been talking about this game a lot. And what I've been saying about this game is that I think this should be a very easy win for us. I mean, this is probably one of the easiest home opener that we had since 2015 when we played against the Chicago Fire. And I really expect nothing more than 3 points against Minnesota United. Minnesota is not a very strong team. As I did my prediction yesterday, I put them near the bottom of the table, and you know, they don't really have a lot of good talent on their team. They have a lot of kind of like NASL kind of guy. The only guy that I can think of that is going to be a threat to us is going to be obviously Christian Ramirez and potentially Sam Cronin in the midfield. But other than that, I think this team is not really like, it's not really a very kind of good team, and this team has one of the weakest defense in the league. In fact, they concede the most goal last season, and part of that has to contribute with the fact that they concede 11 goals in the first 2 weeks, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna not try to do that again when they just concede so many goals to start their MLS debut. But at the same time, this defense hasn't really changed at all from last season. So, you know, for the Quakes, this is a really good opportunity for us to really just go on the attack. And I think for what I'm thinking about this game and what I see about this game is that I think we're going to dominate possession. And one of the things that I'm not sure if I talked about this before, but you know, our new manager Michael Starhay, depend on what you kind of prefer to say his name. He tends to be a very kind of defensive kind of mind manager, but at the same time he also likes to play possession football. He likes to have possession football. He likes to try to break teams down, and I think this is going to be an opportunity for him to do that, because I'm pretty sure Minnesota is going to sit back. I'm pretty sure Adrian Heath is going to ask his Minnesota players to just sit back, pretty much put 9 men in their own box and maybe trying to hit us on the counter attack, and it's just going to be our job to try to break down, and hopefully we can do that. I'm pretty sure that this season we have definitely better attacking threat than we did last season, so we should be able to break them down much easier than they did last season. And also, hopefully we don't have to rely on a 93rd minute winner to basically win us the game like last time. I'm hoping we can just get this done very quickly, just a very straightforward game, and yeah, and then of course move on to the next couple of games, which will be very tough. Okay, the next couple of games, this game is really probably the easiest game we will get in the first like 6 or 7 weeks, because we got a lot of tough team coming up. We got a lot of tough Western Conference team, we have a lot of Eastern Conference team, and also have to travel all the way to the East. So we really need this 3 points. We really need to get ourselves off to a good start, and the Quakes have done very well in their season opener in the past. I know that they have not lost a season opener since 2013 when they lost to RSL, and really, if you just kind of like not include RSL as the team that we play in the home opener, which we tends to do for the last back when I think it was 2010, 2011, and 2013, we tend to play them and we lost all of them. We actually beat pretty much every single team from then on. I don't remember the last time in a home opener that we actually lost that is not the team called RSL. So yeah, we have a very good record at home, and this should, like I said, this should be one of the easiest game of the season, and certainly one of the easiest home opener that we ever had. Now, moving on to talk about pretty much what I sort of said back on my season preview I did on Monday, where I talk about what exactly we're going to, what kind of formation that we're going to do. Now, Mikel Storge, from what I heard, tends to like to use the 4-3-3 kind of formation, but he also kind of openly said that he's open with any other kind of formation. Like, he's very open to the 4-4-2 system, and the 4-4-2 system we've been running for a long time now. I mean, even going back to Dominic Kinnear era, we used to always run that 4-4-2, and I think this 4-4-2 is going to be just as similar as that kind of Dominic Kinnear kind of 4-4-2. You got like a flat 4-4-2 with the with like two holding midfield and then like a winger and stuff like that. But I'm actually going to like kind of get to the starting lineup and kind of talk about this. In fact, I'm actually going to be talking about that right now, and I am going to now tell you guys what exactly is the starting 11 that Mikel Storge will start for this game against Minnesota United. So here is the starting 11 that I think he will of course be using for this game against Minnesota. As you can see, it is a 4-4-2, and in goal, no surprise, it's going to be Andrew Tarbell. Now, in the defense and in the four backs, you have Kuiberg and Lima playing in the fullbacks. I want to sort of put Salinas in there for a minute when I try to decide who would be in the starting 11 for this game, but I just thought, you know what, why not give Joel Kuiberg his debut? I mean, Shea Salinas most likely could come off the bench to replace Kuiberg late in the game, and Salinas tends to do better when he is kind of like a super sub. So yeah, I think Kuiberg will kind of start in this with Lima coming back into that right back. It's been a long time since Nick Lima has started in a MLS game. I remember last year he suffered through injuries and he was pretty much out from August till the end, and he wasn't really part of that playoff push that we had in September and October, and also part of that team in the playoffs that lost 5-0 to Vancouver. So this will be his first start in the MLS in quite a while. Good news is he has played a couple of preseason games, so he's not going to be completely out of shape when he actually plays in this game and starts in this match. But in the back line, in the center back partnership, is going to be Jungwirth and Cummins. Now, this is where it's kind of a debate right now, because some people say that, we should just go with Quintana and Cummins as a center back kind of partnership and pretty much move Jungwirth to the central defenseman, which is his desirable position. But one thing that I'm a little bit kind of skeptical and said that I don't think that's going to sort of happen is because if we have Quintana and Cummins as our center back partnership, these two guys have never played each other in a competitive MLS game. If this of course will happen, this will be the first time that they will play in a competitive kind of game, and I think I wouldn't want to risk this early to try to experiment and try to see if Quintana and Cummins is going to be like the center back partnership and that they are good to go. Now, I'm not quite sure how exactly they done in terms of preseason. The last time I see that kind of partnership with Cummins and Quintana was at Reno game, and they did not look really kind of settled in terms of that center back partnership. It looked very shaky at times. So because of that, I think Jungwirth should be in there, and eventually maybe we can shift Jungwirth up to the central defenseman and put Quintana Quintana in there. Well, actually, most likely, if Howard Cummins is going to go to the World Cup with Panama, we're going to have to put Quintana in there. But in terms of Quintana and Cummins as the center back partnership, I think we are not there yet. I think I'll just put Youngworth and Cummins there. I'll put at least one guy that has already kind of played as a center back for us, and really Youngworth was very decent. He was an absolute rock last year with us when he of course played in that center back row. Now moving up front, it's going to be Godoy and Jackson Yeo. Now this might be a name that a lot of people won't put in their starting 11, but the reason why I decided to put them is because we need to have two holding midfield, and you know, I don't really know any other names that is going to be like playing as a holding midfield for us except for Jackson Yeo. So I think he'll start in this game alongside with Honorable Godoy. And moving up to the winging position, it's going to be Vako and Eriksson. But what's interesting about this is that even though these players are currently playing in the wing position, and I told you guys 100 times before how I really do not want to see Vako play in the left wing, because he's not a left winger. He's not designed to play in that row. He's designed to play as kind of like a number 10 row. Well, the reason why I say he's going to play there is that I think what we're going to see during the game is that Vako is going to move here to the center area. Basically, these two kind of winger will basically move into the middle of the areas, and this is kind of like a little box area in the midfield. We're just going to play a lot of the ball right down the middle of the field. Now, one thing I will say is if that of course works, then obviously that's great. But if that doesn't work, if there are times where teams are going to just stop us in the middle of the park because they know that we're always going to like bring the ball into the middle of the park with these two winger coming into the middle, then maybe we can potentially put Hika in the left wing position, because Hika is more of a winger than Vako is, and he tends to of course run down the flank. So that might be an option that we have if it's pretty clear that it's not working with the way that we're trying to play in the middle to go on the attack. So yeah, that's one thing that I kind of had in mind on that. And then of course up front, it's going to be Wando and Husin up front. You know, no surprise there. You know, these two are our main number 9. Some people have said that potentially when we do switch to, let's say, a 4-3-3 or maybe like a 4-3-2-1 formation where we only have like a lone striker, Husin of course will be going up front, and Wando will be probably like, he's kind of like a number kind of like a number 10, or actually not number 10, but he's more like a center forward kind of role. But until when we get to that point, it's still going to be Wando and Husin that is going to be there as the partnership. And I'm pretty sure Wando will just kind of like, he's just going to like roam around. He's not going to be the guy that is just going to run at defense, because that is not what his playing style is. His playing style is he tends to like roam around defense and trying to get into the right position. Basically what a poacher is. He is a poacher kind of number 9, and Husin will probably be the one that will be kind of like running at the defense and trying to slot one into the back of the net. So that of course is my starting 11 for this game. And as for the prediction of this game, I said it many times before and I'm gonna say it again, I think that this is going to be a win. I don't see how we're gonna drop all 3 points or even just get 1 point against a Minnesota team that didn't really do much in the offseason, didn't even improve at all, and basically putting the same squad that lost 3-2 to us a couple of months ago and bring it to here. So I really think that this should be a easy win for us, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 2-0 win for us. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this game? What do you think is going to happen? What's your starting 11? And also the prediction of this game. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you guys leave a like, smash that subscribe button. Make sure you guys check out my match vlog, which I will of course be doing. I will of course be going to this game tomorrow. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this preview, and I will see you guys next time.